Do you know so-and-so? She's my new CEO. Oh, wow, I know her quite well. Doesn't take any crap, but is quite personable. Runs on the board, is key to get off on the right foot. Don't want to get off on the wrong foot. I didn't report to her, but her directorate was one of my key stakeholders. Build a good rapport, and it can be a good relationship. Key is to get an angle to build the relationship. That can sometimes be difficult. P.S. Hope you're well and job is going good. I won't meet her till September. Off to Thailand for 3 weeks. But we'll definitely try to build rapport with her. I may be applying for a community development manager role, which will mean I will be reporting to her and working quite closely. Thanks for the info. He gave me a thumbs up. So I've returned from a 3-week family holiday in Thailand. Back to work. The one time I meet the new CEO was at a staff meeting. She asked what direction each staff member thought the organisation should head. I spoke last out of the group and said they should look at becoming an NDIS provider. When she walked out, she gave me a foul look. And then a few days later, everyone received an email. She was quitting her role. Everyone was in shock. I wrote the following message to the man I previously emailed regarding the CEO. I said, she certainly didn't make a good impression on anyone. She said she can't continue the role because it was not what she thought it would be. He replied, yep, I only found out this week that she didn't stay. I also found out that she has taken a senior management role for blah blah in her hometown of blah blah. Was meaning to message you to get the goss. So this is the person, the one I'm talking to in the social media messages. This is the person who I went to a New Year's Eve party with almost 3 decades prior. That was the only time I'd gone out with him. At that time, he told me things that were not something a national finance manager would be openly sharing. At that time of discussing the CEO with him on social media, I had completely forgotten about what he told me. But what I did remember was that I was using a lot of drugs at that time that I knew him 30 years ago. And prior to my 2-year relationship at that time, and before traveling overseas, I had had multiple sexual partners. So I had a bad reputation back then. So when he sent me a friend request on social media, and when he also invited me to see him and his extended family in Fiji, I believed that he had changed in his regards towards me. So a few days later, we get another message. The organisation has gone into liquidation. I knew something strange was going on at that point. A month after that chat via social media regarding the CEO who resigned, I was sitting with other staff at our Christmas party. Our new manager and middle manager I'd worked with the previous 18 months had strangely disappeared for over an hour. When she returned, she said something very much out of context and unlike the person I had known her to be the 18 months prior. She said she would perform sexual favours for a promotion. So everyone was quite shocked, but anyway, a few months later, the new manager had put out a role for a regional management position. I went for the job, but I didn't get it. The manager told me I didn't show management skills. Forget the difference in outcome ratio that I achieved, and forget that I had a 45k Masters in Management from Melbourne Uni. No, this manager hadn't observed management skills, but he told me that when I showed him I had management skills, he would consider me for a promotion. 3 months later, I quit that role because it wasn't just what I had experienced, described just now. It was also the way other stuff suddenly changed towards me.